If you had to rank kind of the three, like in terms of prototyping, how would you rank the order of them? Lovable at the top?
If price is not a factor, because I know price is important for people to access to certain tools, if we don't consider price as a bottleneck, then I like Lovable.
Then Google AI Studio, then Claude. Is that how you'd rank it?
Well, Claude, I don't see it as the same tier with Lovable or Google AI Studio, because Claude is really about, how to say, like a well-rounded, nice tool that can do a lot of things. So I don't put them into the same bucket as Lovable and Google AI Studio. So if I were to rank things, I would more around ranking things within Lovable or V0 or Google AI Studio, if that makes sense to you.
And what would be the ranking of those three?
I like Lovable the most in terms of how well-rounded it is, and followed by V0, followed by Google AI Studio. And those are only judged by design quality, like visual quality.
Yeah, me too. So are there any advanced tips before we close out on Google AI Studio for people who want to become experts at using Google AI Studio?
I think something that if I only to have to say one tip, I would say you have the ability to type in a system instruction on the main page. So if you click here, it's sort of hidden. Then you can type system instruction here. So for example, you could be very specific about the style that you want to generate, or you can be specific about other things. But this can provide some actual context. Similar with Lovable, it has the knowledge base, which is a similar idea, I would say. So that's Google AI Studio. And another thing I wanted to call out is that if you go to the interface, there is one thing which is Annotate app. It's similar with Visual Edit. It's the counterpart of Visual Edit in Google AI Studio, which is quite interesting. So if you go to add comment, you can drag things and make comments. And it's just like a built-in tool for you to add comments. Whatever those comments are, you can add to chat all together to make revisions.
Nice. So you can kind of more simulate the multiplayer way you would normally iterate on a design in Figma here with AI.
Right. And by the way, I have this tool which allow me to annotate anyway before this feature was introduced. But again, it's an interesting feature in my opinion, which is different from many other tools.
Yeah, we're talking about these visual editors, and I think one other sort of divergent tool we need to cover for people is Cursor, because they just released their visual editor. So how would you say that stacks up against these tools we've seen today?
Yes. I've seen some exciting updates about Cursor over the past 2 months. You know, the browser tool, which is exciting and is launching new feature that is tailored more around visual editing, which is also exciting. But, you know, I did a quick table just to explain my point. This may change depending on how fast tools move, but this is the current state. Like, in my opinion, I felt like Cursor still has a slow learning curve, even with all those little updates. It is not very friendly for non-technical folks or people with minimum technical experience to work in still. So that's Cursor. Regarding the quality, it can really goes from okay to great, depending on your skill sets or like how specific you do things with Cursor. And in terms of speed, it's just because of Claude Artifact, which is, you know, artifact in Claude.ai, make things really easy for people, and I consider it much faster than Cursor. Same with, you know, Stitch and V0. I consider them faster than Cursor just because of the fact that they work in a browser-based environment. You don't have to set up different things. It's faster that way. In terms of use cases, I found it helpful if you are really wanting to seriously build something. Then Cursor, it's a well-rounded, flexible tool compared to those browser-based tools like Stitch, V0, Claude Artifact. So it's really pros and cons here, right? Some people want to have this kind of freedom to do things that they want, but a lot of people out there are just not, you know, still not comfortable with using Cursor, and it is okay. Then those tools are, you know, better for those needs.
Okay, amazing. Today's episode is brought to you by Naya One. In tech buying, speed is survival. How fast you can get a product in front of customers decides if you will win. If it takes you 9 months to buy one piece of tech, you're dead in the water. Right now, financial services are under pressure to get AI live. But in a regulated industry, the roadblocks are real. Naya 1 changes that. Their air-gapped, cloud-agnostic sandbox lets you find, test, and validate new AI tools much faster, from months to weeks, from stuck to shipped. If you're ready to accelerate AI adoption, check out Naya 1 at naya1.com/Akash. That's NAYAONE.com/AAKASH. I hope you enjoyed that short clip. You can check out the full episode here.